Hey friends, this is Ray from Honeytop Bees. I am at one of my friend's house, Robert. He's been keeping bees for a little over a year, and the big day has finally come where we can finally start to take some honey off of his hives. We're going to walk through this today step by step, starting at the hives to determine what honey we can take off and how much. Then we're going to move over into my shop and I'm going to walk him through step by step of extracting his first honey. So I hope you'll join us today.
So I got into bees because we had started to do a little bit of a homestead. I got a bunch of fruit trees, I got blackberries, blueberries, flowers, and so I wanted something to help with the pollinating and having it on my property, and also just, you know, for the environment too, to get more bees out there.
You enjoyed it?
I do. Getting stung a few times, but other than that,
pretty good.
Part of the business.
And so in this hive, we don't have a queen excluder on it. So when we're taking the honey off of here, we've got to be mindful of trying to locate the queen just so that we don't accidentally displace her from the hive. So this might be a good super to leave the bees because it gives them some room to work, as well as we've got half of super of honey for them. So let's just assume for right now that we're going to just keep this one and leave it for the bees. All right, so let's just go ahead and pull out the frames of honey here.
So this one's empty, but this one has a full one.
Okay. When we pull them out, we definitely want to pull out all these that are capped above. Being capped above the plane of the frames is actually really good for extracting because it makes it a lot easier to uncap. Some guys will only put 9 frames in up here so that all of them become heightened like that. Okay, so this particular frame is about half capped over on both sides. Just based on my experience, it's very likely that all of this honey is ready to be harvested. I find at least around here that if at least half of it is capped, we can still check the bottom if we want to, just for the experience. But for right now, we're just gonna put this one in. So we'll take the bee brush and sweep the bees. So your bees are super docile this morning.
I wish they were like that yesterday.
Yeah, I wish all my bees were this docile. Turn it this way. So I'm just gonna sweep the bees down into the hive. There's a lot of different ways to get rid of the bees. Fume board, leaf blower, and then just the simple old-fashioned way of
Hand extraction.
Sweeping them off. Can't believe how calm your bees are. Okay, go ahead and put that in your hive, Butler. All right, and this one, here, I'll let you do it.
So, just kind of hold it there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, didn't want to do that, but.
Let's see what we've got for your first honey harvest. You got 2, 4, 6. These are about 5 pounds a piece. So you probably got about 30 pounds in here. Those deeps are shallows mostly.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you got about 50 pounds. So you probably have right at 5 gallons here of honey.
5-gallon bucket.
On one 5-gallon bucket. That's pretty good for first year harvest.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're back at my shop and Robert is heading over here now with his honey to extract his first honey. I'm going to kind of walk him through everything from decapping to extracting and bottling today. We're going to use some of my smaller equipment. I don't have a lot of big equipment. I don't want to sound like I do, but I'm going to just use like a 5-gallon bucket for the putting the cappings in rather than my uncapping tank, for example, because this is what most people that are just doing 2 or 3 hives, this is all that they probably would need to do their honey extracting. So that's kind of what we'll focus on today as well. So I think they're going to be here in just a minute, and we're going to walk through his very first honey extract. All right, so we're back at the shop now. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show them how to use a refractometer to check the moisture level in their honey. So let's go ahead and grab a frame of honey, preferably one that's not capped. What we got here? Old timers just used to shake it, and if it came out, if it didn't come out, it was good enough for them. Flip up this. I want to see this on this side too. Okay, so this side is capped. All right, let's just take a little bit of this capped honey here. All right, so now what we're going to look for here is a moisture content below 18.5%. So you're going to have to hold this up to the light and look through it. So we'll step over here a little bit more. That's some good stuff right there. What's that reading?
17.
It's reading 17, yep. We're going to uncap the honey. We're going to do it a couple different ways. I'm going to let you try it and see what you like. So, serrated knife and a pick. We'll start with this frame here. What we're going to do is set that in there like that. We're going to take the knife and we're going to run it right across these 2 edges here. Okay? Now, if we go too fast, we're going to pull the comb right off of the foundation. So we got to kind of go slow with, just be patient with it. Now we're still going to get all the honey out of these cappings.
Wow, look at all that. It's just melting down.
Wow, that's like I want to grab that and eat it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks really good.
Here, take that piece right there.
All right.
Here you go, Ronnie.
Oh,
Try a piece.
Chew it like
got
chew
some
it, chew it like gum.
wow. It's actually really good.
You'll learn kind of like how fast to go.
That's really good.
Now, if you have any,
That's actually really good.
when you go over the knife, you very well may have some places that didn't get uncapped because the cappings were below this plane of these 2, right? So we'll use our pick for that. I don't really have any places on, oh yeah, I do, right here. Okay, see along this edge?
Yep.
So now there's 2 ways I can use this. I can dig this under to remove the cappings like that. Or I could have just scratched them open, just like made a slice in them like that. All right, so I'll go ahead and put the first one in.
Okay.
We're going to slide it in here. We're going to set the bottom in the slot there like that, and then there's a place where it catches in the middle. Some of
In the middle or in the?
it sits in a groove in the middle ring, and then there's 2 grooves on the outer ring. Okay.
Okay.
In the groove.
This one is against the groove. So I think they're all against the groove right now. If you want to take a look.
We're going to start it on low till it gets a little bit more balanced. I'm going to slowly increase the speed. I'm going to bring it to about 200 RPMs.
It just starts going into that.
Yeah, so it's going to spin the honey. Let me back up just a little bit for the camera. And so it's going to spin the honey against the side walls, and then it will accumulate in the bottom and run out here in just a minute. But because it's kind of we have the air conditioning on, it's going to be a little slow to run. Yeah. Stick your finger in the first honey.
Now that is honey.
Now that is honey. There's a declaration.
Sneaky.
Is this the best part, Remy?
Oh yeah.
So, give us the total take. How much honey did you extract for your first honey harvest ever?
About 50, with this one putting us over 54.
Over 54 pounds. Nice.
54 pounds.
All right, your favorite part of extracting honey was what?
I'd say it was either the cap cutting or the pouring into the jars.
Okay. And the worst part of extracting honey?
It's cleanup.
It's the cleanup. That's the way I feel too.
And it wasn't too bad.
Exactly.
You know what? It's worth it because you invest all the time in the bees, and so like last year we didn't get any honey,
Right.
but the bees lived over the winter, and
Yeah.
so this year getting it, it's worth it all.
Yeah, it's
especially
worth it
tasting
all.
the honey coming out of the comb,
Yeah.
and then coming out of the honey pouring machine.
First taste.
Yeah, it's really good.
I always tell people the best honey you'll ever have is the honey you make. You know, because it's fruit of your labor. It just tastes better. What did you guys think of the extracting process? Anything surprise you? Is it what you thought? Is it different? Like, was it harder, easier?
I was afraid to do it. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we can do this. It's gonna be really hard. But because of our great bee mentor, it made the process easy.
Yeah.
It was eye-opening. You know, I saw the tools. You can see the tools that are on Amazon and at the different bee stores, and I watched the videos, but getting hands-on and actually cutting the comb to see how the tools work and where it pours into and what you do with all the different products that come from the bee.
And having our grandson.
Yeah,
That was great. You were the hero. Remy's gonna blow up my YouTube channel. I'm gonna call it Honey with Remy. Remy's Honey. Honey Remy. We'll have to work on the name a little bit.
All right.
All right. Well, I had fun doing it with y'all too.
R&R. Robert and Remy Hunt.
There you go.